Hello and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft. Today I thought that I would share with you more about the plans for our world and a little bit of, if you want to call it, lore about our world that we are creating. So these are the four main kingdoms of our world. We have Escria. Escria will be mainly inspired by the European medieval era, so think like castles and knights and that kind of stuff. Then we have Venetia, which is inspired by ancient Egypt and Nabatea uh, in Jordan, and that's the kingdom that we have started working on so far with the palace that we're building right now, which is located in the capital, which is Nareia, which we will build around this palace. Then the third kingdom is Beinheimer, which is inspired by the Vikings and the Viking Age, the Norse people of the Viking Age. And the capital is Trevager, and I have some cool plans for that. The last one is called Ocelotl, and they will be mainly inspired by Mesoamerican people, so Aztecs, Mayan, and so on. And the capital I haven't decided yet, so that's why it's like that. And here you can see a map of our world. So the blue is obviously ocean, the grey is unclaimed. Then we have the white, which is Beinheimer, the red, which is Escria, the orange, which is Venetia, and the yellow, which is Ocelotl. Then we have two other kingdoms here. One, Serene, which is a much smaller kingdom than the four main ones. And they will be kind of a forest people and kind of inspired by Celtic tribes around the year 0. And then the last one, Nair. This is a very interesting one because they only have one city, and they are all dead. It's people of zombies, but zombies that are not like mindless. They are like they have kept their like wits and whatnot. So that is actually the second project that we will start on after we finish our palace here in the Venetia capital. We're going to start on Necropolis, which is the capital for Nair. So that's the next project. So here you can see our city so far, and this is the plan for what it will actually be when it's finished. So we have the palace that we have been working on. That will be surrounded by a big rectangular wall. Inside these walls we will have the rich residential area, so there will be a lot of sandstone houses, and there will be the temple of Wenet. Then there will be two gatehouses to through these walls, one going south, one going east. And okay, that's not true because up is west, I believe, so whatever. One going down, one going right. And then outside the walls we will have the poor residential area, which will mainly be wooden houses. And here we will have the temple of Anpu, which will be the second temple of the city. These will be very big temple complexes. And we will have 4 pyramids. The biggest one is going to be about 65 meters across at the base, which is equal to the smallest pyramid out of the 3 Great Pyramids of Giza, I believe. And then the 2 smallest pyramids will be step pyramids, and then we will have 1 gold mine and 1 stone mine. So as you can see, I have placed in a lot of cobblestone. This won't be cobblestone later, this is just to mark out where things are gonna go. So here, this will be roads. One going that way, one going this way. And then as you can see that there, going that way and then that way. And then it will be behind there too. That would be the wall. And yes, I thought that we could fly a bit so that I can show you from above. So there would be 1 gatehouse. The next gatehouse will be over here. And yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of hills here, and we don't want hills here, which means we're gonna have to remove them, and that should give us enough sandstone to finish our keep and then hopefully the wall as well. And we'll see. This hill right here have to go. This is gonna go away. Then the top of this hill is gonna get smoothed out. But that's just minor stuff. The main part is that this whole mountain thing here is gonna have to be removed because I don't like it. Yeah. Other than that, we're going to keep. We're going to smooth this out slightly later, I guess, but we're going to keep a lot of it. Like, we don't want it completely flat terrain, that doesn't look good. So we want to work with the terrain, but since we're working on such a big scale, we just can't really work around all of these things. Like these hills and stuff just doesn't work, and we need sandstone anyway, so yeah. And that's as far as the planning I've gone so far. And then this road will continue this way until somewhere around these lakes where we'll have a massive pyramid on this flat area here. There will be another pyramid there, smaller pyramids over there, and one temple here, and the other temple will be at the other side of this road, inside the walls, which is at the end of this road right in front of me. And now we're going to jump into my creative world to show what I've come up with for the wall and gatehouse designs. So this right here will be the design for the walls. It will be this tall, and this here is the design for the gatehouses. Inspired by a temple which is called the Temple of Dhaka in Egypt. We're using the entrance to that temple as inspiration for our gatehouses. Not exactly identical, of course, we have made some changes, but this is the design we're gonna go with. And here you can see the interior. This is exactly half of it, so imagine this side here mirrored on this side. And yes, these will be staircases out to the walls, or up even. Here, this will match up with that, but these are not aligned like they would be in our walls. Yeah. And that's that. So I've been digging and stuff and made a lot of progress. So I thought we could jump up here. So this quarter here is where I have worked. I've tried to make the land a lot smoother while still keeping the hills, and I've been working on digging this out. So we want to remove this part here, then this area here is going to be slightly changed, and there. But so far we have about a chest of sandstone, so we're making progress. So as you can see, more progress have been made. This area is now really smooth. This is getting smaller, and I have also worked a lot on smoothing out this area here. So that was a big holes and stuff there that I filled in. This looks a little flat and need to be fixed, but other than that I think we're doing good. Need to fill in that hole. That needs to get fixed because it doesn't look good. And I am unsure what to do with this because this will take a lot of sand to fill in. I might just do that anyways though. So I'm feeling more or less done with this quarter. There are a few things that still needs to be done. We need to put in a little bit more sand where that hill was, because there's still a bit of sandstone in the floor. No, the sandstone in the floor have been removed, but there's an open space for where sand needs to go. And this here, I started filling in this side. I don't know what to do for the rest here, because it takes so much sand. Like each row is like 8 blocks of sand, and it just eats into the sand stock. And I need to take that to iron too because we need iron. But yeah, I've moved on to the next part, which is this quarter there. So first of all, and most importantly, we need to remove this because we want this road to be relatively smooth the whole way from the gate to the ramp there. And as you can see here in the middle, it's raised. So we need to smooth this whole out, and then we need to smooth the sides out to make it look natural. And yeah, lots to do. I'm coming in with yet another progress update. From up here you can clearly see that the hill that was here is gone. Everything is smooth from over there all the way here. I've been working on this part here, and let's get a bit closer so that we can see what happened. As we come down the ramp here, you can see that it's a lot smoother in front of us, and the left side here have been dug out a lot. It used to be flat with there straight across. Now it's like this. I haven't touched this side yet. So this is what we have, and I think this will be good. Like this hill will be nice later when we start putting in houses, because first row of houses will be like up against the road, and then behind those houses we will have houses on these hills, and it will like you will see houses beyond the first houses. So I think that would be really nice. And here you can see I've started to put in some dirt where the roads would go, and I put in one piece of grass that it can spread while we're doing other things. We're making grass here because we want path blocks, and you need grass to make path blocks, so we'll just have it spread slowly but surely. And if you look beyond here, there are a few things we probably still need to do. Yeah, like this area here is really messy. and that's not good. So we'll start by just filling in that. Let's have this be the bottom where this just continues like this. Okay, that's and then let's see over here. This is not very nice. I don't like this, so let's see if we can make some more shovels. So first of all, this part here. Let's get rid of this. Start by doing something like that, maybe. Then take this part away. This will also get taken away, but I won't do that on camera. Okay, and this is. Something like this. We want it to look more natural and not so messy. So let's see, can we have this like more natural curve here? That better. Sure. And then let's extend this. And once more, curve it a bit. Okay. So I'm gonna remove these two layers. Okay, that had been removed. So now we're left with this big thing here, so let's make it a little bit smoother transition here. Something like that. See what looks odd to us. This hole here, the fan. Takes a lot of sand to make this, so even though I'm removing a lot of land, I'm not actually gaining that much sand. And let's connect these over here. Something like this, sure. Okay, while we're digging here, there's something that I thought I'd ask you guys. I saw from on another YouTuber playing Minecraft Survival. He was doing like between different cities and stuff. He would have like a teleporter, kind of like for example a ship that would go to another harbor, And in that ship you would have a button connected to a command block which would teleport you to an identical ship in the other harbor. So it was a way of traveling. I saw this in Fixit's Realm of Blaston, which is a good watch. Notice that. And I was thinking of doing something similar, and where we'd have like carts and ships in different places that would let you travel to other places. And each and every transportation thingy would work in the lore. Like, for example, a ship would only travel to another ship if it had actual reasons to do so, and so on. So I wanted to ask what you guys think of that. You think that is a bit too cheaty to use command blocks like that, or if you think that's a good idea? I'm a bit undecided myself. And yeah, I'm making some good progress here. Okay, so I will fill in this hole and I will remove this. Okay, that's done. I also removed the cactuses, cacti, whatever, here. And yeah, let's see. We have the wall going here. And we have this little hill. Let's see if we can connect these up. Something like that. Sometimes the easiest way to make something look natural is to just like spam blocks. Okay, let's make this a bit more rounded. Like so. And we're out of shovels again. It's okay, we have hands. Okay, and let's leave it at that. And this. Okay, is there anything else we need to do in this quarter? Okay, this does not look good. So let's start by making something like that. My belly is screaming for food, apparently. Okay, we have shovels. Then we'll just something like this, maybe. And then let's build up a little bit more in this corner. Something like so. We just have to imagine the wall being there, you know. And this here, this is a mess. Okay, So let's see if we dig around here. Have that a bit rounded and then just bring it all the way into the wall, like so. Then we have to remove this part. So this is what it looks like from up here. It's rather nice, I think. I started on placing all this sandstone here with sand, and I thought I'd mention why I've been running around shears while doing this. I have been using shears on all of the dead bushes. If you use shears, you actually get it. If you use something else, you just get nothing or a stick. And for a future project, we need a lot of dead bushes, so I thought I might as well pick them all up to save us some more in the future. Okay, so here we can see the progress we've made. It's a lot cleaner looking than it was before. Really happy with it. Next, we would have to do this part, but we'll save that for another time because I'm not sure what to do with this side yet. I know we want the temple right where this hill is, which means we're gonna have to remove this whole hill here. So that's gonna be a great source of sandstone as well. And yeah, that's it for this episode. I think. I hope it hasn't been too boring. We have done some city planning and some terraforming. We haven't done any building though because, well, we ran out of sandstone, but we have tried a bit now from smoothing this place out, so we can do some more building next episode. Bye bye.